Come, Eka say prior to the World Cup, Kudus ebenya serious injury. If you don't mind, can I say the okachre no na fe yembra the esinum na yenhwe de. What did you say about Kudus?
I was able to back a pa and family GH because of feed so and then first time I saw be share video with their movie now being so share their movie. I was Ghana there say a year World Cup bedu and I say be a event because wa eho and a nyame a software kesi pa one more share underground one more APP the prophecy ahodo prophecy kesi the a software one na paise ta ede eba na who is a prophecy ahodo no be brinat me bem over here I am say last year Prophet Uja a prophecy who do be what they buy last 2 years concerning a Ghana Black Stars ya emu ebi etotoye ene adiadena asofo we nso e de am prophecy who do ebeto Roger de diaba sanso na asofo de diaba asofo yi e de no bebrina e concerne eye Kudus Muhammad ni pra na eye Ghana how I befem before crown sana yakwa koduru World Cup no emu na sofu ye kire se the way to World Cup no be rough but ye koduru kwan na nkasa so a kwan no ebeda ho smooth e de amaye mind you say womo a ye ne omo try this friendly match womo na one year sankushiomo World Cup no emu into whatever that we are doing here is going to depict into inside the World Cup kwa kobo but so fui in sembi abeto jame pese beko na afia koti nsema wo so fui waka was sa video mu na fe dia ba we ya beto aso dia ma hase GH gosepa ene first time on my platform me dia hia social media so mesra so be share video dia mobi na for ben so a share dia mo be ma remfi se wunya subscribe so be subscribe for daily update bia no video tuma na wonsa etumi dia ka busu ayenkwan na fe yenkosi nkoma ekoso ekwanso jojo OKFM ebia ya beto aso dia
nkom eka say prior to the World Cup no Kudus ebenya serious injury. If you don't mind, can I say the okachre no na fe yembra the esinum na yenhwe de. What did you say about Kudus?
So I saw in the World Cup during going through the group stages up there, and that was like a catalyst that interfered with the whole thing. Okay. So what I saw was that Bobo at the right side, Otra center no ko winima. So in between that and go to the 18-yard there. So mainly, the main interpretation was Otra center and now call with him forward to your right side there. Or be tackle no from a sliding point. Okay. Or tackle now or be breaking the ankle. Or breaking the ankle, the person will be wearing a number 17 jersey. At the 17 jersey, no, or share white and red lines in the shirt. So maybe white, red lines, anywhere it is. But then I'm picking signals. Or the flashes of. So let's say prophetic angle is like here. I'm looking at place, so I'm like 107. And I can pick another thing, AVS, thumbs up. So it signals. So when you enter, you're like, okay, 107. Waiting a higher no trainer. And that doesn't mean I have to explain the YouTube bar here and everything. I'll pick the signals that I see and then offer it because we are talking quickly. Exactly. So that's how I saw it. It's a tackle, breaking ankle, 17 jersey, red, white lines in the jersey. That's what they will wear. And then that will be Ghana playing. Okay. Exactly. And at that same location.
Okay. So now, here is the case.
And then I said they will lose by 4-1.
Okay.
Yes.
So here is the case. Another Ghanaian player.
Right.
No. Sa match of Kudus and Bobby.
Exactly.
And Onum boy, a friend of Abu Francis.
Okay. What position was he playing?
Na obo Kudus position no.
Good.
Enti onya ball na no opponent ni na no oba be shoot.
Exactly.
Like or ben po no. I mean 18 yard no ho na ano ho na no oba be shoot. And a Ghanaian player no dey ne nine ebesi wo to ball shot no. And na ne nine mum e ko ball Ghana ni na ne nine mu buye.
Ebuye, yes.
So among for connecte unkomsheni to Abu Francis there no.
Right.
What is the connection between Kudus unkomsheno and Abu Francis there no? Tell us.
Yeah, I think one day I was on an interview with Abrantier.
Yeah.
And then he said something. Prof, you can say you better temper time, temper time, no temper time, na heading. Okay. And then I gave him a little bit of education on that angle. Say, tempering with time is a very crucial thing. There, when something is in original timeline, and it's not in a branch of time. Fanny said, we spoke about the plane crash that happened. The plane crash was in, or the helicopter crash was in an original timeline. So even if you tamper with it, you will change the people in the plane, but the plane will the helicopter will always crash. It will always crash at that same time. But then you can change the passengers. You can cause another effect. That's how time is. You see, the player entered into the ball instead of Kudus.
Yes.
Played the same angle. Broke the same ankle at the same position with the player that broke the ankle wearing the same number 17 jersey with the red and the white line on the neck, specific location, specific pathway, the same leg, the same jersey number,
but
different player.
Character.
That is what we call time tempering.
So who tempered it?
You know, when they brought me request, I have to readjust some few things by the grace of God. And if you can make a request and you can change it, that's it. He who is weak will be the one to face the consequences.
So meaning, sir, after your prophecy about Kudus, they reached out to you.
Yes, a lot of interference. Because everybody is fighting. GFA, everybody. Yes. No. Sir, if Kudus breaks his ankle, we are done because it's the central force. So whatever that the guy has to be done to get there, let's do it. Exactly. And then if you can slide through time a bit and see possibility and move the person out of the place, the rest of the outcome, you just keep a blind eye on it and keep moving.
Is there not a way ananka ube to me ama sadia no emmemu kra and there was no way?
It's an original timeline. A 17 jersey would always break the person's ankle at that exact location. It was a time pattern.
We couldn't have changed it.
There's nothing we could have done. Yes. So that's where the thing is original timeline. So you can switch. Like original timeline, let's use an example of politics.
Okay.
Let's say the 2028 election, right? The original timeline still continues for 16 years. So if the original timeline still continues, we can change the precedents, but we can never change the timeline because it's the original timeline. And that's how it is.
All right. So here, no, when I ebeka say, ye di obi assign, ako sign obi, meaning say, like ade anke wo say ye Kwame no, unfortunately for Kofi de ne ho aba ama de na ye Kofi.
Exactly.
And so nanka enye Kofi ntina ade ne ebe happen.
Right.
But time no Kofi and the PM and enya Kofi. Bibisa na de na
yes. So once you temper with time, we have two conditions. You could draw the things forward or backwards. That's what you could do. Or seizes within that specific time that all wells will end well at that specific location. So once we drew it, it ended up at a specific timing. Okay. Because if it goes into the main World Cup, it causes a lot of problem. So it was brought out of it so that it can happen earlier so that everybody can be free now. And then we have free mind and then we know where we are going and what we are doing. Exactly.
So meaning say, a car be accident.
Right.
You can't temper with the accident.
But you can change the passengers.
But you can change the passengers from the car.
Absolutely. Exactly. Wow. So you see how it is. You can even delay the accident. You can change the passengers. You can change the color of the car. You can even change the car, but then the accident will still happen. The incident will always happen there, but then it could be different people, different things.
And I attribute to luck, because me Ghana for your tama a helicopter no crash, we were told it's a Nanka president cry joining.
Exactly.
And a BB inti one joining. Inti time and no. Time in Libya.
Yeah, that's interference. Yeah, somebody is at the back controlling the whole show. Exactly. The same way you interfere with a bit of timeline and what is supposed to go right will all go left.
So now, what is next? Because I think, sir, on your wall, I saw something. Now, say, me who be I think whether you mentioned also, or say. Catalyst replaced. What happens next? Wait for the next update.
Exactly.
So what's the next update now?
Once the catalyst is being replaced, that which is set ahead of us is already being removed from there. Which means we'll have our Kudus feet perfect to be able to be on the pitch to play the football. Yeah. That catalyst I saw in time was what interfered our quarterfinals approach. It interfered with it. But then in changing the timeline to adjust something, It doesn't just give us a quarter final. It can even send us to the finals as well. But then also it can create branches of time that will interfere with some things that are supposed to happen. Do you understand how it is?
Yes.
So that is how the first line of operation is. So now what is going to take place is that once you have mapped this time in reality, we'll start conquering to the top. Ghana's name will be heard across the world as the Lord lives.
Wow.
Once you are not seeing any interference. Because right now, once I looked at it, once that thing was removed from there was freedom.
And there's an injury now about Abesinkono. Yeah, freedom.
Yes.
Black Stars.
So now it's only two problems you have left. The first problem is that at that same time, Kamaldeen Sulemana was having a knee injury. Exactly. At that same day that Kudus, the situation happened with the ankle leg, Jordan Yu was having knee injury, and then he sat down. In the prophecy, that same time the person will break his ankle, that same time Kamaldeen will be down out of the match, having knee injury. So all the pattern of the future went to different people, and they all lived that pathway. So all that pathway is sealed. That's that one that is secured. Next one in line is that they should put the specific names I mentioned in the football.
Okay.
And whatever they are looking for, it will shock them. Ghana, you'll be very happy. We will lose the friendlies, but then when we enter the World Cup, you see there's a different world altogether as the Lord lives. Right now, the clarity of what I saw was the quarterfinals. We were fighting over third and fourth.
Hey, with this performance?
Yes. That's what we're fighting over. Until I saw the catalyst and I stopped focusing on the future to come and deal with the catalyst. Once that catalyst is there, now we will set another catalyst in time. You know how we prophesy. We prophesy a prophecy out of a prophecy. Okay. So that when the first prophecy happens, you know the second one will happen. And then we've been doing this for years. Yes. And it's always the same story. Yes. It always falls in that line. If we have to interfere with the catalyst, we will try to interfere with it. But the main branch of time, nobody can interfere with it unless you create a catalyst to redirect.
So, Papa, I mean, football, no, apart from pitch, no, normal course.
Yeah, I used to play football. The time I used to play football, no more they drone in your match. Me chesty ball from corner line. I just bring me ball anyhow straight into the pool.
Wow.
Any technique, any she, me bokra na blinking mini, and na a chacha game. Enti, born she go hey, no me suya, me kwa me nim sa mashegu. Ba mo be suya dede, na me si aha. E drone ye juma because na ma chichiri we no wo me kon. Enti na powers ni ye juma power na the ball, wa fa ball na akoshepo no mu. Yes. Wow. Me say anya easy o. Utimi rap pitch bi so, yet me bobo mo na say na mo ye dru. Na so oba wo training ground on mo ya okay, warm up we are fine. Yes. Yeah, Bobo, my breaking ball. When I say that day, not say born in January, so I'm not going to say yeah, it drew or yes.
Now, no, my name say okay, Nigeria ne Congo. Omo pon ball no, na Nigeria coach no, any Congo for no kokon. Or say, tama no mo ball penalty shootout no. On say na Congo for no sprinkle water. Nigeria for no be ball no ma sprinkle no ma ball say no. It on say omu yusu juju. Yes. Did you follow that game?
Not at all. Because Nigeria for they say wow it ya. I said they should forget about it. They didn't forget about it. They went to play penalty and lost.
Wow. Do you follow Ronaldo, Messi? Who almost say what happened? Would they shine? Especially Ronaldo.
Ronaldo will shine. Ronaldo will shine. Wow. But you know, I'm biased with Ronaldo. Me supporting Ronaldo. I'm still Ronaldo fan.
Me too.
Me can't tell about Ronaldo. I will be biased, very biased. Like I want him to literally win the World Cup.
But he can win, right?
The World Cup. Oh, I'm biased. No. Once I am biased about something, I don't want to mention it.
Because you say Jesse na okay say no be left cap no. Almost so colors in the room.
Yeah, do one I mention the player who that will lift the cup's name. One say in 2020 World Cup or so, I mentioned who will win. I told them how the World Cup will go, and then Argentina will take off, and then the same thing.
2022, I think.
2022, yeah. And then I spoke about Ghana, your first match, and the number of goals that will come through and everything.
Wow.
And then it was the same exact one. Inaki Williams got an empty point, threw it away, and that's the problems as well. Inaki Williams, Semenyo, those people has to be placed under spiritual operation. Either than that, if they don't even take it, the World Cup, they won't make it there.
Hey.
Yes. They will select the players. They won't even put them in.
When you're physical, beyond what we see.
Oh, it's time. It's ahead of time. Yes, because spiritually, there is a lot of working going on, and also people will also lay embargoes on you. But then Nanka Semenyo, it's not Inaki Williams is there, but his spirit is not capable of playing for Ghana. And as for him, I normally put him aside.
Yeah.
I don't add him to, because I spoke about it a long time. The first day they mentioned the player, I came, I did a video, I said, this player that you have brought in,
yes.
3-2. They won't be able to play anything, he won't be able to score any goal. Or you can count the goals he will score for Ghana. This is years ago. The first day they mentioned his name. I thought you should put him aside. I love him. We are all Ghanaians. But then some things are there, they are spiritual matters. If you want to deal with it, deal with it. But then if you come in there and then you come and stand there expecting to play anything, forces are at work. Everybody is standing behind the banner. He has made a good sacrifice, but then he can't go. But someone like Semenyo, he needs to be spiritually stabilized. Once he's spiritually stabilized, once our empty pole not to good in, I spoke about all those things a long time ago. Once he's spiritually stabilized, he can be able to score goals for Ghana. He will score a trick. We will break Samoa's record easy. This guy will be goal king for African Cup.
Wow.
Yes.
Semenyo.
Yes. It's all in his destiny. But then there is a gap between the timeline. That's his individual pathway. Once it's attached together and a proper catalyst is there, we will give the next move of life. Yeah. I'll be here to tell you the next goals you score.